Hey everyone, Stephanie Davis here, and I know it's been a while and I'm sorry. I've just been really busy with my family. As many of you know, we moved to a suburb of Reno not long ago, and it's been an adjustment to live here. It's very different than any place we've ever lived because there is flooding, and there is times you go to the grocery store and there's no food. Seriously, like Trader Joe's, there's nothing on the shelves. And you go 3 times and there's no food because trucks can't make it over the mountains. And yeah, and the schools aren't very good, so I'm homeschooling currently. So yeah, so we've just been really busy, but we are doing great. And I want to thank you guys for all your messages, and you guys are so sweet. You always message me on Instagram or through my blog, or message me through YouTube, or text me, and I really appreciate your sweet thoughts. But I hate that some of you are like wondering if I'm okay. I am always going to be okay. I'm a very positive person, and I know that good things come to people who persevere, and so I will always be okay. So, but I really appreciate all your sweet thoughts and how you guys thought of me. So anyway, I've lots of shopping that I've done since even before Christmas. I pulled out all the Christmas stuff because I figured you guys don't want to see that. But yeah, so I just went ahead and put everything, I tried to put everything together by manufacturer instead of per store. But I just shopped at the normal places, Hallmark Scrapbook, Marker Pop, and Neat and Tangled, and then Close to My Heart. I went ahead and picked up some Altenew ink pads. I've heard people rave about them, and I recently, I've been destashing my craft room. I have a ton more I'm getting ready to list, and I'll show you guys at the end. In case you're curious, in case you're interested in some cheap stamps and crafty stuff. But my craft room here is really small, so I'm pretty much going through and like gonna limit myself to like a shelf. I had gotten rid of all of my ink pads from Close to My Heart because they were the older style, and they were great. I mean, they still worked great and everything like that. But I really just loved, once I tried the new ones, I love the style, the magnetic case and everything. I ordered more, so I'll show you guys if you don't know what I'm talking about. But I really did love them so much. I was like, you know what? I just want to get all new ones. I picked up this. It's called Forest Glades from Altenew. And then I thought I would just try a few, which is always what I recommend to people, because everybody has different tastes and what they want out of an ink pad, and styles they like, and containers they like. Like, I'm gonna be listing a bunch of stuff on eBay. Part of it is a bunch of paper tray ink pads, and while they probably stamp great, I think I tried one of them. I didn't find the case very easy to get in and out of, and so that's the reason I didn't ever use them. They're like brand new because I found it hard to open and close them, and I just didn't like them. It's called the Red Sunset Set, and it's got 4 different shades of pinks and reds, and they all coordinate well together. So I try those. And then I think since we've had such a hard winter here, I was dying for spring and flowers, even though I'm not really much of a floral person usually for cards. But this is Painted Flowers, and I picked up this Thanks die from Altenew. And then this has been on my wish list for probably over a year. It's called Vintage Roses. And these stamp sets, I think I put them off because they're more expensive. They're usually about $20. But they're so big, I understand why they charge more. This is Tulip, and it's got all kinds of different tulips and stems, and I'm sorry, there's going to be glare. This one is Wild Hibiscus, and I love these big flowers because they would be so pretty to watercolor, or to paint with distress inks, or to color with Copics. I mean, just okay. And then of course I had to get a little bit of lawn fawn, so I did get the Octopi My Heart and the coordinating die, and I think that's super cute because it can go with the other jellyfish and the little sea creatures and stuff they've had recently. And then this one is from Lawn Fawn. It's called Love Letters. And it has some really pretty fonts for Valentine's Day, even though I'm way past that. And from Mama Elephant was one that's been out of stock, and it's called Pix's Favorite. And I've wanted this for a long time, but whenever I think about it again, it's been out of stock. But I love these cute little bunnies, like this one that's just sitting down. This one's got a book, And this one's got a butterfly, so cute. This one's got a little coffee holding a heart, that's the one. And then this one's got a little kitten. But I just think this is super sweet. Just can't wait to play with that. And then I picked up, they don't put their names on their dies, but it's just like a little picket fence. So I thought that would be cute. This die from Mama Elephant. Oh, I don't have the name of it. Crap. Anyway, it's another good die from Mama Elephant that I don't know the name of. Sorry. Okay, and then I've had to get some MFT. I ordered these sloths, and this is how long this stuff has been sitting here, because I got this when it was released because I was afraid they would sell out. I'll tell you what got me is that they made these dies they cut out the inside too, instead of just going around the outside like my Scan and Cut would. So I love that. But it has a lot of cute sentiments like slow down and enjoy your day, and sorry it took me so long to apologize. And then I picked up the Hugs dies. And then these I've wanted for a long time. They're always out of stock. It's the Stitch Triple Peekaboo Windows. And then this one is Trees in the Forest. And this one is Birch Trees. And I love birch trees, and I seem to always be needing more tree stamps and dies. And this one even comes with the leaves, but I love that it makes the little cutouts of the actual birch bark. So I can't wait to play with that. This one I picked up when the release came out too. It's called Otterly Love You, and I love otters. We go to Monterey, California a lot, and we have the season pass to go to the aquarium, and I just love it. And we see the otter show every time because I just think those things are so cute. So I can't wait to play with this and make some cards. I also picked up this well-connected alphabet. I love this font because it's pretty without being too overly formal or swirly or anything. Okay, this one is called Friends Forever, and I just love teddy bears. They're so sweet. And Birdie Brown, I think she makes the cutest stamps. And this one is my favorite, of course, because it's the teddy bear with the puppy. But I love how she makes them positioned all different ways, so you can make them say different things. And then lots of cute sayings, lots of cute sentiments. That. And then this one is Polar Bear Pals. And this one I guess is more for winter. And I thought I pulled it out, but there it is. It's all from Neat and Tangled. I did order just directly from the shop. Yeah, so I picked up this Floral Heart, which I had seen everywhere, and then when I went to find it, it was out of stock, but I got my hands on it. I love it. I think it's so pretty. And I love that it had the die that came with it that cuts out the inside and the outside. Just love that. I did pick up the extra special cute little chick with an egg, and I got the dies, and look at these super cute sequins that came in my order. They're cute, all light pink and dark pink and yellow. Looks like a little bit of clear, maybe some gold too. Really cute. And then this is Cottontail Cuties. I'm sure you guys have seen this, but I just love this set. I think it's so cute. I love the little girl. I love the little bunnies. I love that she's pulling a little wagon full of Easter eggs, and I also love the different fonts for the sentiments. Cottontail Cutie and Honey Bunny. Those are really cute. And I picked up the matching dies as well. And then this one is, I think this was from their Valentine's Day release, called Love Notes, and I love this sentiment right here. That's really what I ordered for. And I love and Hugs too. But I love this came with a die. So it cuts out the outside of it, and you can stamp it and use the die. So I had to get that. And then this one is called My Favorite Nut. I really want to get the dies for this too, but they're still out of stock, so I'm still looking for those. But I love these little squirrels. I think they're super cute with the little letters and all the little sentiments. Are really cute. Especially love these guys in here that are hugging. It is Christmas journaling, and I think these are big. I think this is for their what do they call it, Bible journaling or something like that. I don't stamp in my Bibles or anything like that, but I thought there's a lot of these sentiments that you could put as a background stamp and stuff like that. So order a bunch of stuff from close to my heart, and so I had to order some more colors. So I picked up pomegranate, which is my favorite. I think it's kind of like a purpley, it's kind of a purpley pink. Cranberry, sorbet, smoothie, gold rush, and thistle. And these ink pads have been really popular, so they keep like going out of stock, and then so I pretty much had to just get the ones that I liked that were in stock and then keep waiting to get more. But I'll show you, in case you didn't watch my other video, why I love them so much. They're magnetic, and so it's really cool, but the case feels really nice. They stamp really nice, and they and I love that in the little well, because what I do is I take a glitter pen and I pick up the ink and I like paint. I do that almost more than I stamp. So I really do love that little ink well. Makes it really handy. The other thing I liked better about these, which made me decide I just want to sell on my old style ones. The old style ones I'd had for 10 years plus. And they still had plenty of ink, and I hadn't re-inked them. They still were perfect. But when you twist it and turn it over, it would always get a little bit of ink on the top of them. So it would get messy. And I'm kind of bad about, if things get messy, then I don't do it. Because even like now, I have ink like on my fingers and I can't get it off. And that was just from coloring a little. So I really don't like getting messy. A little collection again. So I did pick up a few of the, because I'm a consultant, I can get the stamp of the month ahead of time, which, well, actually this is the stamp of the month now. I got it like a few months ago. But this is Terrific, it's called, and it's got the teacups, of course, that are really cute, and a bunch of different sentiments like Happy Mother's Day and You're My Cup of Tea. You're terrific. And I love that it has a little tea bag separate with a little string, so you can make it wherever you want. Your love is like a cup of tea, you know, different ones. But their stamp of the months, I get them for well, not only me, anybody can get them. If you place an order of $50, you get to pick up the stamp of the month for only $5. So I usually wait. Honestly, I'll wait until there's a month I want the stamp of the month, and that's when I'll order stuff. But because I'm a consultant, I can order a few months ahead of time. So then I don't have to order again next month if I don't want to. So this one is Flock Together, and it's got these little quails, and I thought this would be really cute to stamp these in gold and then color them in with the Ziggies, and I think they'll be really pretty. So I think I'm going to be making that card soon. And then this one is called Good Times. I love cooking with fresh herbs, so I always have some on my countertop, and I thought it'd be cute to make little tags to put inside on top of my countertop because my kids will always be like, well, which one's the mint? Which one's the basil? And now I'm noticing there's no mint and basil, but I can probably make them somehow. So, but now I can, yeah. So I thought that would make cute little tags to put in my kitchen. This one is called Journaling Prompts, and I love the font that they're using for this My Life Story. And then I picked up these little stamp and thin cuts little bundles, and what they are is it's a stamp and die set, and this month they're 25% off. So I think instead of being like 23, I think they're $14.97 or something like that. Pretty good for so you get the stamp and the dies. And so this is the stamp set you get, and you can stamp this. It's got the solid donuts and then the icing, and then it's got little sprinkles. So I thought those are really cute, and I love the little sentiments that do not know how I forgot your birthday. Happy birthday with sprinkles on top. I love that one. You're the sweetest, and I love that. So it has the matching dies to make the banner, and then the donut. So pick that up. And then I had to get the one with the little fox because I love foxes. Kind of Wonderful, the card making bundle. Little thing is called Journaling Heart, and I forgot to pick up the dies because they have dies that match this. Paper envelopes, and they're ginormous. These are huge. They're probably like 13 by 13 because they're meant for holding scrapbooking paper so it doesn't get wrinkled. And they have a nice little snap. Picked up some more of this, All About the Gold Fundamentals. Again, I'll take them out because the glare is horrible. These are what I use for inside my planner. I absolutely love them. It's acetate sheets that are filled with, that are just gold. It does have a protective layer you've got to peel off the back, but it's silver on one side and gold on the other, and I think they're gorgeous. And I've been using them for mostly my planners. All-purpose mat. And the reason I decided to try this is I had one of the craft mats. I don't know, the one that everyone else has that you get at Michael's for like $20. I think this was the same, but at Michael's you can use your coupon and get it for 10. But the problem is that one kept it kept curling up on all the edges, and so I would have to tape it down with washi tape. This one is like sticky, so I'm gonna open it. So now I'm gonna be able to just put it under my craft mat. See that? It sticks and then it comes off, so that's kind of cool. So it's not going to go anywhere. Oh, okay, I like that a lot. It's really thin. I was thinking it was going to be thick, and honestly it feels exactly the same as the other one. It just sticks to your surface, so that's really cool. Okay, so now on to the card. This is the card that I made for my kids for Valentine's Day. I always get them, like, give them a little card, and then my mom would always give me a little box of, heart-shaped box of candy, but we usually give our kids, we usually give them like a little gift. And like my son will get Legos, and my teenagers, usually it'll be like an iPod gift card or something like that. Something little, but I used the dies, and I don't know if you guys can see that, but so it's got some dimension, but they were really easy to make 3 times. So I use this, my favorite, and I love the stamp set. I'm so glad I do that. And why I love this stamp set is because you can make it with cards, but it's also really good for, it will be really good for scrapbooking because I am going to start that back up. So I love that. And then this is the die card I made. This is really old, and if you saw it on my Instagram, if you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen this. Most of these cards you've probably seen already. I don't have any new ones. This little polar bear card, and what I did is I couldn't get this to stay closed with that die, so what I did is I used a sequin, and it did actually make it pretty good, but there's a little penguin stuck in there. But I put the sequin right here, and then it makes it just slip in there pretty easy to stay closed, but you can open it, because otherwise it just wanted to stay, and I didn't like the way that looked. So anyway, that's that card. I used the Pretty Pink Posh Winter Wonderland and the matching dies, and then I made Before Christmas. It's been that long, but I used my Ziggies and got it really sparkly with my my little shimmer brush. I don't remember which. I probably used the Close to My Heart one because it does let more water and shimmer out. And so I used this Little Baby Jesus stamp set. That was one of my favorites, and I absolutely adored it with the matching dies from Neat and Tangled. And then for my husband, for Valentine's Day, I used this stamp set. It's called Halloween Friends from Pretty Pink Posh, and I thought he looks like he's a little robber, so I thought it'd be cute to make him a robber that stole your heart. And then I used this for the sentiment. I used this, it's a really old one from MFT, and I don't think it's available anymore, but I used that sentiment right there. Third, I made Halloween. It's almost Halloween again, no. And the only reason I wanted to show you this is because I learned a new technique that I wanted to share with you guys, which is, I don't know if you can see it, but I use the liquid glass for like the wings and for the ghost and even the candy. I use the liquid glass, and then I put glitter over the top of it and just kind of let it sink in, and I think it turned out really cute. It added a lot of dimension, but a lot of glitter too. So, but I pretty much did that on everything, on the pumpkin, on the spider. Yeah. So, and then for the background, I did my, I think it was Distress inks, and then I took the, call it Perfect Pearls, which I do all the time, with a little Distress inks and splattered it. But I thought that turned out really cute. That was probably my favorite Halloween card that I made this year. So I used the Pretty Pink Posh Halloween Friends and the matching dies, and then this die here that I don't know. I really need to label these, I guess. I've been spoiled with the companies who put it on their little cards. Okay, and so then the last card I wanted to share is, I wanted to share it last because it is, I'm sorry I'm showing late. You can't even get the stamp set anymore. Actually, well, you can. I'm doing a giveaway for my Close to My Heart club members. So, but you can get it on eBay. That's probably the way you can get it. But here is my card. So I made a little, colored it, I did color it with Copics, and then I did Wink Stella over. So, but when you open it, it's a spinner card. And then I made her tail out of some Baker's Twine that's from Close to My Heart that has gold glitter in it. But other than that, it's just the same as any other. So, but I thought that turned out really sweet. In case you're interested in getting some really cheap stamps, I'm going to be doing a Destash, and I'll show you. This is part of what I'm getting rid of. Some of them are new, like this one, because I loved them so much I bought them twice. Here's another new one from Mama Elephant. There's some new ones from Breeding Farm. The rest of them, most of them are used, but they're very gently used. But I have a lot from MFT, W+9, Pretty Pink Posh. I mean, I have a ton. Mama Elephant, some Lawn Fawn, some Avriel. So yeah, I'll be starting, so I'll put the link below for my eBay. That's just the fairest way I need to do it, because some of you might work, and so I don't want to be messing with who made the comment first and all that. So you guys can get some really good deals. Hey, thanks for watching. I hope you guys are all doing well. Bye-bye.